A clear email can open up a long-term professional relationship in today's professional world, where time is precious and information overwhelming. A clear email doesn't just deliver a message, it shapes your personal brand and opens long-term relationships. A thoughtful greeting, a sharp subject line, and a warm close can make the difference between being ignored and being trusted. Yet many still write emails instinctively, lacking structure, personalization, and unintentionally losing the chance to leave a strong first impression. So what elements create an email that's not just effective but connective and enduring in professional contexts? A clear email isn't just easy to read, it makes the recipient want to read your next one. The one who writes clearly is the one who builds bridges, not just sends data. Writing a clear email is not just a technical task, it's a professional mindset expressed through words. In a digital age where hundreds of emails are sent daily, messy, long-winded, or aimless messages are easily ignored. But a clear email with a friendly greeting, a stated reason, a specific request, and a polite close stands out. It shows that the sender is not only organized but also empathetic toward the reader. This reflects respect for time, cognitive clarity, and emotional ease. According to studies on cognitive load, information presented in a clear structure and accessible tone is 3 times more likely to be understood than equivalent content presented poorly. Thus, a clear email is more than a message, it's a map of how the sender thinks. And in the professional world, where trust is built from the first word, those who write clearly are those who earn confidence. Many people assume that writing an email is just about getting the message across, but the truth is, your first email is your first impression, and that impression travels with you across your entire professional journey. A clear email doesn't just make your intent understood, it makes the recipient want to respond. In communication psychology, this is known as reciprocal professionalism, when one person's clarity and courtesy elicit similar professionalism in return. Just like eye contact and tone set the mood in face-to-face conversations, in email, structure and tone act as nonverbal cues. And those cues last. A good email, when remembered, becomes the doorway to continued dialogue, even unsolicited outreach. This is crucial for professionals seeking partners, clients, or career opportunities. Writing clearly isn't just about being read, it's about being invited in. A clear email doesn't start at the keyboard, it begins with understanding who the reader is, what they need, and how they might respond. This is the ability to see from the recipient's perspective, a skill known in behavioral science as perspective taking. When writing, don't focus solely on what you want. Instead, consider where your reader is in their day, what might be distracting them, and how much time they truly have. A kind greeting, a brief and logical layout, and respect for their time create a moment of ease in an often stressful inbox. Particularly in new relationships, a well-crafted email sends a signal: you are thoughtful, trustworthy, and cooperative. This isn't just about writing, it's about crafting a pathway to a long-term professional rapport. A common misconception is that professionalism requires length. In truth, managers, executives, and experts often value concise intentionality over verbose rambling. A short email with clear structure, beginning, body, and action verbs, and at least one specific proposal feels more professional than any lengthy paragraph. Neuroscience shows that our brains process information better when it's presented in compact idea units, clear chunks rather than continuous blocks. Moreover, in today's overloaded workplace, a clear and short email boosts the chance of a quicker response. Writing briefly isn't about lacking substance, it's about respecting the reader enough to distill your message with care. This is the essence of lean thinking, aiming for efficiency without sacrificing humanity. For an email to open a lasting professional relationship, the writer needs more than skill, they need a long-term connection mindset. This means that every sentence you write isn't just to get an immediate answer, it's to invite future engagement. One of the most effective strategies is ending your email with a gentle, open-ended question or soft call to action, such as, "Would there be a good time for us to connect again?" Or "I'm happy to adjust the time if another slot works better for you." These phrases not only show goodwill, they help keep the door open. Additionally, a professional signature with your name, title, contact, and perhaps a personal quote signals that you're not just sending a message, but building a brand through each brief conversation. In a digital world where people are easily forgotten after a single interaction, clarity, not volume, is your lasting asset. A clear, short, sincere email doesn't just solve a task, it plants a seed. And over time, these seeds become the roots of a trustworthy professional network. A clear email isn't just a communication tool, it's an act rooted in a philosophy of kind and effective interaction. It expresses respect, structure, and foresight. Writing clearly is how you tell the world that you don't just want a reply, you want to be connected, remembered, and trusted. In an inbox crowded with forgettable content, a well-written message isn't just read, it's appreciated, saved, and shared. Writing email is not about finishing a task, it's about initiating a meaningful and valuable exchange. Begin with a kind subject line, close with a sincere question, and leave your mark by being clear with heart.